The Recon Scout Dalek is a particularly tenacious and resourceful Dalek that features as the primary antagonist of the 2019 New Year's special, Resolution. As its name implies, this Dalek was one of the reconnaissance scouts, the first Daleks to leave Skaro and explore the vast reaches of the universe to find new enemies to slaughter. When a Recon Dalek found a planet inhabited with sentient life, it would contact the fleet to summon battleships to exterminate the population and annex the world as part of the Dalek Empire. To assist them in their goal, and due to their status as singular operatives, the Recon Scout Daleks were granted a wider range of capabilities compared to the standard Dalek warrior drone. The casing featured a gripping claw, booster rockets and built-in missiles, and the mutant was capable of teleportation, as well as possessing individual life forms to take control of their bodies. The Recon Scouts could also feed on almost anything, from liquefied protein matter to ultraviolet light. The Recon Scout encountered by the 13th Doctor in 2019 had been buried on Earth since the 9th century, with its body separated into 3 pieces. However, much like the Daleks that spent thousands of years putrefying in the sewers of Skaro, the Recon Scout did not die, and after being dormant for centuries, it was able to restore itself and rebuild its body after being uncovered and exposed to UV light. By possessing the body of Lynn, an archaeologist who uncovered the mutant, the Recon Scout was able to scavenge for spare parts, as well as recover pieces of its old casing in order to build itself a new set of battle armour. Using its new casing, the Recon Scout attacked a nearby army patrol, slaughtering everyone and destroying a tank before attacking the GCHQ and declaring that Earth was annexed as it attempted to contact the Dalek fleet. However, at the last minute, the Dalek was intercepted by the 13th Doctor and her friends, who were able to destroy the Dalek's casing using an adapted microwave oven to generate lethal levels of heat and melt the Dalek armour. However, the Recon Scout mutant survived and was able to possess the body of Ryan's dad before being hurled into a star. Incredibly, this was not the last that we heard of this Dalek. The remains of its casing were recovered and later stolen by agents working for Jack Robertson, who wanted to use the Dalek design to create a legion of robot defense drones. However, biological matter recovered from the ruined casing was isolated and cloned, creating a brand new Recon Scout Dalek which then hijacked the defense drone program, creating a new race of Daleks made from itself and grown from human flesh. The Recon Scout clone attempted to take over Earth with its army of mutant Daleks, but was stopped by the 13th Doctor, who summoned Death Squad Daleks to Earth to engage the defense drones. After a heated but ultimately one-sided conflict, the Recon Scout clone was left as the last defense drone alive, and attempted to reason with the Death Squad Daleks, declaring that it was a survivor who was faithful to the Dalek cause. However, the Death Squad Daleks deemed it impure and exterminated it. The life of the Recon Scout Dalek is one of the most unique of any Dalek in Doctor Who. Separated from its casing, this Dalek had to rely on its enhanced abilities in order to survive, with both the original and the clone making use of the ability to possess and puppeteer human bodies. This Dalek is one of the few examples of a Dalek mutant being able to build itself a brand new casing from scratch, and it illustrates the sheer tenacity of the Daleks, as even the total destruction of the mutant itself did not stop the Recon Scout, as its consciousness and personality were reconstructed in the body of its clone. The clone then went on to create an entire army of Daleks using just what it found on Earth, showing just how dedicated this individual was to the Dalek cause, even if it ultimately ended in failure. The tragedy of the Recon Scout is that its final death occurs at the hands of its own kind, as much like Dalek Sec before him, his impurity superseded any of his successors in the eyes of the Daleks, and he was destroyed by the very regime that he had served for his entire life. What do you think of the Recon Scout Dalek? Do you think this Dalek will be able to return again in some form? What other unique Daleks do you want me to cover on the channel? Let me know in the comments below.